When the clock strikes at 8 p.m., you know exactly what that means right here on Trendz Live. It means we are here to entertain you. We hope that wherever you are, you're snuggle and warm and ready to be entertained. Let's get straight into our headlines and find out what's happening on the show this evening. Conversations with young people are still underway this Youth Month. Recently, the 1976 at 50 Youth Summit on the Hill took place at an iconic monument. Young people and those who were present during the 1976 Soweto Uprising had critical discussions, including constitutional literacy and taking action. Trendz joined the attendees on tour at the Constitutional Hill, downtown Jozi. The much-anticipated film Sistoli premiered this week. The film brings a distinctly South African story about ambition, reinvention and community. Trendz Live was at the red carpet premiere in Sandton, getting the necessary scoop. We get into fashion, hair, accessory and so much more this evening. The Market Theatre celebrated 50 years of artistic excellence and cultural impact. From its humble beginnings as a fruit market to its transformation into a landmark of heritage. To date, the Market Theatre remains a powerful stage where dreams are brought to life, voices are amplified, and bold ideas help shape a more inclusive and inspiring future. Dumelang sanbonani absheni and hello, you are watching Trendz Live right here on SABC News, coming to you live from our Auckland Park studios. My name is Kansani Koza, but please, because we're family now, call me Candy, as we're going to be spending the next hour together and have some pretty amazing guests with us this evening, like Lois Dube, who's going to give us styling tips as we talk all things Durban July. But first up tonight, we are getting into our first story because why? We are still in Youth Month and conversations with young people are still underway. Recently, the 1976 at 50 Youth Summit on the Hill took place at an iconic monument. Here, young people and some of those who were present during the 1976 Soweto Uprising had critical discussions, including constitutional literacy and taking action. Trendz joined the attendees on tour at the Constitutional Hill in Braamfontein, Jozi. Let's get more.
A benefiting location to get a glimpse into the 1976 political climate in South Africa. Here, many young people from the Soweto Uprising were arrested for marching against the then apartheid regime. And 50 years later, on these premises, narratives and constructs about shaping the youth continue.
The prison talks about the concept of dehumanization, depopulation, and discrimination. And when we link that to the 1976 Soweto Uprising, we also talk about the fact that there were those who were youngsters. The youngest prisoners within these walls would be from the age of 12. Within the space, we want to shape young minds to make sure that they are aware and conscious of the decisions that they are taking for the betterment of their own selves, but also for the betterment of the nation and the future of South Africa.
Ntate Roni Mathabate was one of the young leaders arrested during the uprising. He shared real lived experiences of the uprising and being a young prisoner here. He says there's much distortion to the stories pertaining to 1976, and his wish is for the youth now to also fight their battles differently.
Today's youth don't realize the sacrifices that we made. One, most of us, the then June 16 cadres, if I have to use the word, we were all underprivileged. So we couldn't continue, some of us, with our schooling because of the racism. They've got everything on the platter because they are privileged to go anywhere in the world, you know, to pursue their career, and that honor which we did not have. So they, instead of grabbing that opportunity, they decide to go the other way. I'd like people to not take things for granted. They must remember that We have lost a lot of people out there, a lot of comrades out there. People suffered and gave their blood, their lives for their education, for a better life.
A collaboration between various institutions, the summit responds to several interconnected challenges facing young people in contemporary South Africa.
The festival is a powerful expression for youth culture, for creative expression and for freedom. And this year is particularly quite significant in the 50th commemoration of the 1976 uprising. So Constitution Hill is one of those partners that is quite intentional about creating spaces for young people. Importantly, creating platforms like at the festival for creative expressions through film, through music and other various artist expressions.
Under the theme Constitutionalism in Action, Youth Shaping the Next 30 Years, here's what these youngsters took away from the engaging sessions that addressed remembrance into reflection, constitutional literacy, civic participation and action.
We have a lot of work that we have to deal with youth because we are not aware of some of the things that we are doing, the character that we are developing, the culture, also the generational dialogue that we as youth must develop ourselves towards the next youth who are coming after us.
We discussed on how do we then go back to our communities and teach people about the Constitution, teach people about participating in democracy. We can now go back and do that, and hopefully in 30 years time people will be actively participating in democracy and we will see a decrease in the unemployment rate.
I think the biggest takeaway for our youth in South Africa is there isn't going to be change if we're not willing to take a stake in our own liberation. We can't just sit down and expect change to happen. We need to be like that protest generation that is willing to fight for what's good and fight for what we need.
Repositioning young people as beneficiaries of democracy. This a fantastic way of celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 1976 uprising.
The final leg of the Basha Uhuru Festival is actually taking place right now at the Constitutional Hill. The musical festival actually started at 10 a.m. this morning, and since then we're told that performances have been amazing. To give us a sense of what's happening, Trendz live producer Didi Mwekeletse is on location. Dumela Didi, can you hear me?
Dumela Candy, I am having so much fun. Yes, Braamfontein has come alive. Everyone is here braving the chilly weather but having a great time. What better time but to celebrate young people in the month of June and to round it off with an amazing musical extravaganza. I am joined by Refilwe Maitisa, who's part of the Constitutional Hill management, to come and tell us about why we are here and why this is such a phenomenal period in time. Thank you so much for joining us, Refilwe.
Thank you for having me.
All right, look, it's amazing. Earlier, Busi was performing. We also had DJ Cleo. Tell us about the star-studded guests or musicians that are performing for us tonight.
Awesome. So it's 14 years of Basha Uhuru Freedom Festival, the Sounds of Freedom. So we thought that, look, we're South Africans mixed with culture, so we have to have hip-hop, we have to have, soul music and R&B. So your likes of Boosie had to come through, bring a bit of nostalgia, and just, give us that old school feel, but bringing in the new as well.
Very important. I mean, the Constitution Hill is an iconic monument in the country. Why have you decided to continuously host this event here at the Constitution Hill?
So we're a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We're for the people, by the people. So we're immortalizing and commemorating the youth of 1976. Why not here, where it was a place of oppression, now a place of opportunity? We have to make South Africans remember the importance of freedom, expression, culture through different mediums. So that's why.
All right, tell us about some of the performances that we can still look forward to tonight. It's been phenomenal. Everyone is having so much fun. Give us some of who's still coming up on the lineup.
Awesome. So we currently have Squatter Camp, who are our Legacy Award recipients. So we're going to honor them in a bit. But we still have a couple of young artists coming through. So not only is it squatter camp, we had DJ Cleo, but people can look forward to Nasty C, Zingumalo, and a whole lot more. Atoms Black, a lot of up and coming artists, and not just our legends.
Look, we have youth in Dala and the youth Yamanje, Nama2K, Amaskrik. Why would you encourage more creatives to come into the space, especially because you don't only celebrate music, you've got stalls, you've got people showcasing their craft. So why is it the perfect place to be in terms of showcasing your creativity?
Awesome. So also part of the Gauteng Economic Development Agency. So we're all about market access and opportunity. Why not bring people together to experience heritage and history, connect through what they love, which is music, which is food, clothing and fashion. So it's a place to be for education and entertainment. So the next generation can learn that, look, we're a place of possibilities and there's more we can do.
We've come 50 years since the Soweto Uprising, and here we are. Young people today have a different struggle and different challenges from the young people from 76. Throughout the week, important conversations have been had. How successful has this week been?
It's been successful because the proof is in the pudding. We have programs that last beyond the festival. So with partners like We the People South Africa, the Seth Mazibuko Foundation, as well as Ikawe Media, are organizations that help the youth actively practice their power and their voices in order for them to, exist beyond this festival. Because we're not just about entertainment, we're about opportunity and education. And they are able to apply that in the different industries they get to, explore.
All right, so during the week, we also had people that were actually incarcerated at the Constitution Hill. It was so amazing to listen to their personal stories. What do you think the young people today can do to ensure that these stories continue to be told? The story of the struggle and how they are now the new chapter of taking us forward historically and economically as the young people.
Yeah. So because Constitution Hill is a place for the people, we collaborate with a lot of organizations. So this is a platform for them to learn how to exercise that voice, to learn how to communicate their message, to learn and practice, the different lessons that they learn from industry experts. So, we're so talented. We have upcoming artists, designers, and musicians. So why not express that? Constitutional literacy is what we are about. So Constitution Hill is about that. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. Guys, what a time to be alive. 1976 youth set such an amazing precedent for all of us to follow through. Stick to your truth, fight for what's necessary. And yes, as young people, the future is looking absolutely bright because we are absolutely learning from the then youth to become the better youth for tomorrow. Back to you in studio, Candy.
Thank you so much, Didi. Indeed, important conversations is also while you're having a good time. What a way to mark 50 years. And we'll also get to talk to her again a little later. Now on to fashion, more entertainment and culture, which took center stage as South Africa's creative industry gathered for an evening of glamour and inspiration. We attended the spectacular event held in Sun City, God Northwest, to discover how local designers are using their craft to showcase the country to the world. Trendz producer Refilwe gives us the scoop.
Fashion met luxury at one of South Africa's most iconic hotels as it provided a fitting background for an evening of elegance, heritage, and world-class design.
We've been iconic in the entertainment space for many, many years. We've been iconic in the fashion space. Perhaps we've not really focused on the glitter and the glam as much as we should have in the recent few years, but I think having events like Celebrity Live was so key, and of course for us everything around our socio-economic development and the initiatives that the Celebrity Drive supports as a byproduct is so key for the impetus into our communities. In the DNA of Sun City for many, many years, entertainment is at the very soul of Sun International, fashion is at the soul of Sun International, and of course the palace is iconic. You know, we've had so many superstars staying here over the years, all our local celebrities, and I think one of the big focuses presently is to bring fashion back to the palace. We've done an enormous amount of work on the food product. We brought Jan Hendrik van der Westhuizen in to assist us with food. You know, we've had a number of fashion icons working with us, from Xhosa to Jan Hendrik and various other people, Gert, and all of this is around our Africanness. When you look at the designers, when you look at the fashion, when you look at the celebrities tonight.
The runway featured collections inspired by South African heritage, culture, and contemporary African luxury. I'm so glad that you could squeeze us in. I know you're very busy. Tell us about your line that you're going to be showcasing in a matter of minutes today.
So tonight we're going to take people on a bit of a journey. We're going to start with our Azania collection, which celebrates Mama Winnie Mandela for the struggles and efforts and, you know, the wins that she actually fought for us as a nation. And then we take people on our current autumn-winter collection, which is themed I am Africa, not African. So we show you from daytime a bit of red carpet moment, and we're hoping to make sure that people do actually learn and appreciate to support proudly made in South Africa. You'll see like a bit of like muted colors like cream and ivory, a bit of black. Gold is definitely part of this collection, which still celebrates the city of Johannesburg. But beyond anything else, we are in the palace in Sun City, in the Northwest Province, where this is state-of-the-art, I would say, establishment that we have as a country and as a continent. And most people from everywhere, Michael Jackson, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Clinton, Nelson Mandela, everybody has stepped foot in this place. So tonight, we're actually debuting the David Tlale collection in the Sun City.
Organizers believe events like these create a powerful connection between fashion, culture, and travel.
It's encouraging local people to travel and explore the different opportunities within South Africa, but also showcasing fashion and tourism in a different perspective so that the rest of the world can still visit South Africa and enjoy what we have to offer. South African tourism has been mandated to position South Africa as the #1 choice destination for everybody traveling to the African continent. And we like to encourage even local people to travel and explore this unique country and actually go find their joy in the 9 provinces that this country has to offer.
Always showing you why we are your home of all things arts, culture, lifestyle, and travel. Remember, you can catch up on Trendz Live via our SABC News YouTube channel, but we still have so much more in store after these. Welcome back to Trendz Live. As anticipation builds for the Durban July 2026, fashion takes center stage once again under this year's captivating theme, Country Allure. More than just a dress code, the theme invites designers and attendees alike to explore the intersection of heritage, craftsmanship, and contemporary luxury. Joining us tonight is Lois Dube, lead designer at House of Nala and one of South Africa's most exciting fashion talents, a winner of both the AFI Fast Track program and the Durban July fashion competition. Lois is renowned for her ability to transform cultural storytelling into couture. We speak to her now about House of Nala's interpretation of Country Allure, the evolving landscape of African luxury fashion, and how racegoers can embrace the theme with confidence, elegance, and authenticity. So, Madima, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh man, let's get straight into it. I mean, I know this theme this year has gotten a lot of buzz from the fashion industry. What was your first interpretation of it, and how are you planning to bring it to life for our Miss South Africa, Ukawe, as well as Tiko?
So at House of Nala, our interpretation of Country Allure was pastoral living, which is like the rural kind of lifestyle.
Okay.
You know, when you think of emakhaya, abokokobetu, kutsibaphila kanjani, that kind of lifestyle, but also the textures and the landscapes that you see. So that was our interpretation.
I'm so excited to see what they're going to be dressed like next weekend. But I have to ask, for like, you know, the everyday person at home, how can they actually take this theme and level it up? Like, is it through accessories or certain colors, maybe textures and fabrics that you can maybe just give them like tips on for next weekend?
Yes, definitely. I think they must think about our way of life, especially in the rural landscape, our baskets, the basket weaving, the cow hides, as well as, Soweto blankets, as well as the Soweto hats, as a way of interpreting country law instead of the westernized version of it.
All right. I mean, I know that African, culture and storytelling influences a lot of the work that you do. So how can people actually do this with still keeping it modern and chic? Because I hear you saying, like, let's not westernize it, but how do we still keep it modern and chic, especially for an event as big as the Durban July?
I think by styling up something that you might already have in your wardrobe. If you've got, a suit, you can wear a hat to style it up. You can have a weaved kind of handbag or a clutch.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of those that are found, as well as beaded clutch bags, as well as handbags, as well as hats. I think there are a lot of ways that you can look for things, little accessories that give it that touch.
That give it that touch and that unique element, hey?
Exactly.
I love the fact that you spoke about the fact that you really can take ready-to-wear stuff and elevate it, because we are trying to make also fashion sustainable.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I have to ask you, as being a winner of so many great programs, how do you feel like all of those wins and those successes have actually lent itself to who you are today as a designer, and also designing for one of the biggest events that happen in South Africa?
I must say it's been a learning journey. I think they've really just presented a pedestal for me to, do the work that I love and do it in a space that allows me to be creative, allows me to express myself, as well as to do it for people who love the work that we do.
I love the work that you do. Are you originally from Durban? So you'll basically be a Kaya next weekend?
No. I'm actually from Soweto.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I love that. Look at you, from Soweto to the world. But I guess maybe one of the questions I should ask you, as somebody who's, like you said, learning, maybe you could, for the people at home, tell us a little bit more about just like what message you want them to take away, especially about African luxury, craftsmanship, authenticity, and just being rooted in who we are.
I think that we need to stop thinking about African luxury as something that's foreign, or luxury as something that's foreign to us. I think that our landscapes, the life that we live, especially in the rural, the simple things are luxury. So look at that simple lifestyle as luxury instead of looking for, things from outside or things across the border as luxury. So that's what I would want them to take away.
That's what you want them to take away. And then let's wrap it up with one last styling tip. So we spoke about hats, we spoke about different fabrics and different colors, but outside of the clothes, what do you want people to be going there and stepping on those carpets, on those race courses, to kind of embody when it comes to fashion? Because it's more than what we wear, right?
It is definitely more than what you wear. It's about yourself. It's about self-confidence. I think before you put anything on, I think you have to feel good in your own skin. So the first thing that you wear is your own confidence, and everything else will follow.
Everything else will follow. I love that you describe this country allure theme as rural romance meeting urban polish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what does that mean, just in maybe like a few words for everybody else at home, so that they remember this when they're getting ready for next weekend?
I think it's like, for example, taking a skumba and making it a corset. That brings two worlds together very beautifully, like the contemporary classic.
The contemporary classic and bringing them together.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I'm super excited to see what Miss South Africa and Tiko Maitisa are going to be dressed in next weekend.
Yeah.
Wishing you all the best as well as you style these greats.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Oh man, you got to love fashion. I won't lie. Someone else will be in Durban next weekend, but you never know. And speaking of Durban, half the recognition of winning a Durban Tourism Business Award is that the judges see a promise of great things in you. Amapeshu innovators and fresh food with tuladu are proof perfect of this. We took a short left to Durban to experience a fine offering. Have a look.
Found in the hustle and bustle of Durban are two award-winning businesses that encapsulate the Durban experience. Our first stop, Amapeshu Innovators.
Amapeshu Innovators aqale ishebe ngiphuma esikoleni in 2006. Ngisiza ubaba kodwa bese ngawarejistanga nje kodwa abekhona ukuthi ngawarejista. Dawuthe ubaba mesekhulile eseguge kakhulu emsebenzini wakhe wayesethi no ucela ukuthi indodana ubuye uze la uzongilekelela ukuthi ngiqale uqhubulekele umsebenzi ukuthi lo msebenzi uqhubeke. Leli gama ngilikhethe ngoba isifuna ukuthi singagcini ngokusebenzisa ukuthi amabheshu nje, sifuna ukushintsha indlela yokuthi sibe innovative, ukwazi ukwenza izinto eziningi, ube njengoba siyabantu abasha nje kufanele wazi ukuthi mawenza lento ye-craft ungayizlimit ngokuthi ube nale yanto ukuthi ibe innovative yabo. Amabheshu ayaprocesswa, inkhumba zakhona ziyaprocesswa, zisho mayifika la zifike zazi ukuthi i-customer ligcineke isikhathi eside libhincile ngoba siyaqinisekisa ukuthi umsebenzi wethu uhleze uyiquality. Senza amabheshu kakhulukazi abantu bakhulukazi yabona ama-competition engoma, si provide abantu abanjalo ukuthi bazoba ama-customer ethu lawo. Siphinde futhi zamabheshu lapho amakhosi, siphinde senze imvunulo mhlambe yamanzaretha kanjalo ke, siphinde senze nobuhlalo-ke. Ubuhlalo bethu abugcini ukuthi senza ubuhlalo nje, kodwa ubuhlalo bethu kukhuluma ngokuthi senza obhothayi abaselokhuzeni mhlambe basemazweni angaphandle, kakhulukazi lokho kusiza kakhulu uma kufika ama-tourists.
The products they offer not only give you a culture feeling but also a proudly South African one.
Ubuhlalo lokho kakhulukazi abantu besifazane, njengoba nje uzokubona lokho kuphezulu, kakhulukazi njengoba ngichazile ukuthi ama-fashion innovators asebenzela izizwe zonke. Usebenzisa kakhulukazi amaXhosa, njengobona umbala umhlophe nomnyama, kukhona imbala njengo-South Africa kanje, sikhethe ukuthi mhlambe kuyenzeka ukuthi mhlambe sisebenzisa mhlambe siphumile, mhlambe uhambile uyangaphandle uvakashile, engathi ungaqhamuka nawe nombala orepresenta izwe lakho. Sibe nenhlanhla last year kwafika abaqhamuka e-Italy bezosifundisa ukuthi babona ukuthi South Africa siyayenza lo msebenzi kodwa sishawa i-finishing. Sasibahostele lana-ke la ka-DCLI, basifundisa ukuthi iy'khwama zenzeka kanjani, basifundisa ukuthi amakhushini enzeka kanjani. Kwakuningi okukhulu esikwenzayo, ngawuthi lokho-ke bekwenza ukuthi sikubuyisele sikufake khona laphana ekhampanini yama-Basha Innovators.
It's all these products that solidified his win at the Durban Tourism Business Awards.
Angazi mfethu, ayazi ngisola amaphiko asengashingandisa. Indlela engizizwa ngayo ngile ngijabule ngayo ngoba lonto isho ukuvula kweminyanga. Kahle kahle akuyona indondo kuphela kodwa isho ikusasa kumina. Konto ukuthi uwina indondo kungenza kungifake ebantwini. Kusho ukulukhulu, kusho ukuthi umsebenzi ubawubona, umsebenzi muhle, umsebenzi uyaqhubeka. Nathi ke sifisayo ukuthi silekelele kakhulu ke lapho ekufanele silekelele khona emphakathini. Ama-Basha Innovators akona awethu kodwa angomphakathi, South Africa, angomhlaba.
After all this shopping, we took a quick turn to go have a hearty meal.
Hello, hi guys. Zini, it is Maluti Mgati here, the co-owner of Fresh Food with Tsulatu. I co-own this business with my mother, Chef Tsulatu, and we are based in the heart of Durban here at Moses Mabhida Stadium. So we are a restaurant, but we are also a catering company. We are best known for our traditional food, but we do also cater to cosmopolitan palate. There is something for everyone here at Fresh Food with Tsulatu.
On the menu was proudly South African cuisine that included umleqwa, lamb biryani, steamed bread, samp and beef tongue. In a sharing style type of meal, we were treated like kings and queens. This is why they are award-winning.
We had the privilege of winning the Emerging Entrepreneur Award at the Durban Tourism Businesses Awards. We are so incredibly ecstatic and grateful that people are now recognizing the hard work that we have put in to making sure that people, international and local, are able to experience hospitality to its fullest here in Durban.
What a truly proudly South African experience in the heart of Durban.
But in fact, Durban rocks and Nyabona Nani. Now though, we're getting into an adorable animal-filled day where animals got to showcase their abilities to warm our hearts. Woodrock Animal Rescue Cafe in Kyalami hosted a day of cuddles, lattes and yoga with furry friends. And we experienced firsthand what it means to have your heart completely stolen by man's best friend. Trendz producer Naledi M was on the scene and now we get to join her and the pups.
Meowments, paws and wellness were the order of the day. The Woodrock Animal Rescue Cafe treated guests to a day of cuddles and yoga with some incredibly adorable animals. But behind the cute faces lies a deeply rooted mission to serve both the animals and the community.
Our main focus was mainly to work in the disadvantaged communities, and I use that word quite loosely because anybody can be disadvantaged. And we educate on the importance of how to take care of these animals that have been gifted to us.
Part of that education includes teaching humans about the vital role animals play in our own mental well-being and the profound lessons in empathy that they offer us.
The benefit of an animal in the bigger scheme of things is for man to understand what compassion is, and also that animals offer far more than what we actually know. And it is our moral obligation to understand a sentient being. They have no voice, they have no choice. And many years ago, I understood what it was like to uplift these animals that have been given to us. And we sometimes forget because they do not have choices.
To bridge this gap and give people a space to connect, Woodrock created a unique, first-of-its-kind space in South Africa, inviting the public to step inside, slow down, and simply take a breath with the animals.
So Woodrock Animal Rescue Cat Cafe is actually a first in South Africa. And it's an opportunity for people to come here, and more importantly, for a person to come here to have that moment where the serotonins and the dopamines allow you to cuddle with an animal, because that is what animals offer to us. With an animal, there is no judgment.
The ultimate test of the calmness that animals bring was the dog Zen session, which stole everybody's heart as these rescue dogs unrolled their mats and participated in yoga. For some attendees, it was a total eye-opener.
I think I'll introduce my dog to yoga. You know, it was very calming. Most of the dogs were very calm, and I think he needs that. He's very energetic, so this would be very good for him.
If this journey inspires you to open your home to a furry friend, the team laments that adoption is a two-way street. It requires finding a trustworthy partner to guide you and match the animal to your way of life.
When you adopt a pet, I think you got to go, the first thing is you got to make sure that you go to a reputable adoption center, you know, that you know that they've been around, you know that they are transparent with you, that they've, you know, the animals, they are sterilized, vaccinated, dewormed, microchipped. The most important thing is that you want them to be sterilized, you want them to be healthy, and you want to know what you're in for, because your lifestyle will also be very important to the right animal that's for you. If you are young and you partying and you go out at night and you work all day, you know, then we need to guide you to the animal that will be okay for that.
This day of wellness was a collaboration between First for Women and Woodrock Animal Rescue. What started years ago as a lifeline for animals whose owners could no longer care for them has evolved into an everyday partnership, which includes a monthly adoption drive across their public platforms to ensure these animals find their forever homes.
I know we're not all animal lovers, but as a dog mom, how cute! We're going to pay some bills now, and when we come back, we talk to our Trendz Live Book Club featured author, and you have to be set for this one. So grab a snack and come on back. You're still tuned into SABC News, and it's time for our Trendz Live Book Club feature. Earlier this month, we introduced a novel that has generated buzz online, particularly on TikTok, where readers have been captivated by its emotional depth and complex characters. It's called Ungeno, My Sister's Husband. It's a self-published story by a young author from South Africa by the name of Naledi M, proving the power of digital storytelling and the growing influence of independent writers. The book follows Amanda Mofokeng, a successful businesswoman who will not by her own will, but is actually bound by family obligations and cultural tradition to marry her late sister's husband, Mabuto Tele, the very man she once judged. What unfolds is a layered story about grief, personal choice versus duty, identity, love, and the unexpected emotional tension between the lead characters. Naledi is here this evening to unpack these themes and engage on your comments from social media. Miss Nam, so wonderful having you here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, I see now you're looking a little bit nervous, but we're going to have so much fun because we need to talk about the book. And I have to ask one of the first questions from one of our viewers actually on X by the name of Zwivuya Madzena. And they actually want to know what inspired you to write this book at just the tender age of 19.
I would say there's nothing that inspired me, but from reading the previous books that I have read, that includes Ungeno. In most books that I have read or novels that I've read, there's only Ungeno or Umfazi Kabafo, which simply means they are the brother of the late husband, Ungena, the wife. So I decided to, because it's always favoring males, let me just switch it up and be like, let it favor females and see.
Let it favor females and see. When I Miss Innovator. All right, and speaking about females, because she struck me a lot, Amanda, in the book, because she's got a strong presence. I mean, what conversations were you hoping to spark from her character?
As we know, we live in a very judgmental
society.
Community. Yes, we live in a very judgmental community, especially when males don't have the money or because of the physical appearance. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take the characters that I have met out there, that I have seen, that are being judgmental to what they have seen from the males or from the physical appearance of the male. Because Mabuto is another character that will not understand. You'll be like, I will not date this man. But I was like, you know what, let me put Amanda here. And because of her judgmental, because of her being judgmental, I was just teaching people out there that there's more than to what you are seeing from the outside cover of that book. As a human being, you are being judged from the cover book.
Yeah.
So I was
There's
like,
more than meets the eye. What do they say? That
Yes.
I get exactly what you're saying. And it's so crazy because she did come into the relationship judging Undosi, because that's what he's affectionately known as in the book. But everybody at home seems to absolutely love this man and this character and like who he is. What exactly do you think it is about him that makes him a fan favorite?
His patience. Like, he was patient through all out. He didn't force Amanda to love him, but he went step by step with him to be like, you know what, I'm going to take this little by bit by bit, and see where it ends. So his patience is what attracted the readers to be like, you know, this is our favorite.
This is our favorite. This is a good man, Savannah. All right. And I mean, I love the fact that people are loving this book. I mean, TikTok, you've gotten like many comments, over 200K views. I mean, what was that feeling like for you when you saw that and your book is trending?
I don't know. I was like, my friends were like, your book is trending. And I'm like, hi, you are like...
Nah, babes.
Me, I'm just a writer on Facebook. And then when I went there, I was very overwhelmed because I started this as a hobby, like as something that will just keep me busy and all that.
Wow.
But when it took me to the places that I never thought that it would take me to, I was like, God is good.
God is
all
so
the
good.
time.
Look at you sitting right here with Candy on Trendz Live, SABC News, hey?
Exactly.
But what exactly do you think it was actually about the book that people did at home really enjoy and resonate with?
I think it is the difference of the title. My sister's husband. You are curious. You want to know what's happening there. Your sister's husband. This means.
But I think that's exactly what it is. But we have to speak about the fact that, like, you know, with comments and social media, there's the good, there's the bad, and you are self-published, and I'm sure that's not easy. But tell me exactly just like how this thing all unfolds and ends, because some people were saying, Mara, what is this ending? Maybe it's a bit too rash. Like, do they really live happily ever after? Maybe have kids one day?
Yes, they did. This is actually a series. It has book 1, book 2, and book 3. So on book 3, that's where you'll find what happened to Undosi and Mamfuk and Wake.
Wow, okay, so people might just keep on reading and supporting you as the author there. Because I was touching on that right now about being self-published. How are you balancing making sure that your books are accessible, but at the same time you're making money as an independent writer?
Being an independent writer is the most challenging thing, firstly, because now you find people outsourcing your work while at least you don't know. Number one. So that's the most challenging thing about being an independent writer, is that people outsource your work without you knowing. And again, you have to edit, you have to proofread your work, you do everything yourself. You have to promote your work and the publishing and everything. You do it by yourself. So that's the most difficult thing about being an independent.
Being independent. But listen, we live and we learn, and here you've got people supporting you. So let's please wrap it up for our viewers. You know, it is Youth Month. Any words of encouragement for your generation that you'd like to share?
I'm just going to say, use that hobby. Don't think twice. If you love singing, sing. Somewhere, somehow, you will see yourself up there, just like I am here. So yeah, those are my words of encouragement. Just use your hobby and continue living you. You one day become what you want to be.
I love that. You're inspiring me for us to just keep on going. Naledi M, it was such a pleasure having you here. You're such a sweetheart, and all the best with everything that you're doing with your writing career. And hopefully one day, you know, we'll be reading more books, taking you international and everywhere, babes.
Thank you for having me. It's Naledi M, your writer. I am saying one love.
Oh, wow. Look at her wrapping it up. Who knows? She might also be one of our presenters one day. We absolutely appreciated her and engaging on Ungeno. And like I said, wishing her the very best with more success to come. Next month, a new book will enter the club. So be on the lookout. And if you have any book recommendations, do share them with us on X. We are at Trendz on SABC. And maybe your book choice will be selected next. All right, so moving on to a night to remember as the Market Theatre celebrated 50 years of artistic excellence and cultural impact. From its humble beginnings as a fruit market to its transformation into a landmark of heritage, creativity and exceptional talent, the theatre has long provided a home for artists from across the African continent. To date, it remains a powerful stage where dreams are brought to life, voices are amplified and bold ideas help shape a more inclusive and inspiring future. Take a look.
It was a night of elegance wrapped in rich history, a celebration of a journey that began as a simple fruit market, evolving into a sanctuary where dreams find their voice. For 5 decades, this monument has stood firm, transforming trembling, undiscovered voices into world-class performers. The legendary Market Theatre is celebrating its 50th anniversary.
It's a really important day for us and an important weekend for us because 50 years is no small thing. We're a cultural institution. We've been in existence since the same week that the Soweto Uprising started in 1976. We are the place of fearlessly telling the South African story, even in the darkest days of apartheid. And up until this day, we try and tell the story of what it means to be South African.
More than just a stage, the theatre has long been a sounding board and a mirror for society. Through its curtains, artists have fearlessly captured the friction of resistance and the hope of acceptance.
I think with a society that is evolving like our own, there are always stories that evolve. I think one of the things that we've revisited recently has been the relationship to South Africans to their fathers. South Africans have a very particular relationship to their fathers that's often caught up in history, it's caught up in labor, it's caught up in migration, it's caught up in absent fathers and so on. So recently we've explored that through a number of different productions.
Countless dreams have been realized within these walls, molding raw talent into global stars. Reaching the 50-year milestone is nothing short of an extraordinary achievement.
Ngisebenze eMarket Theatre kusukela ngo-1982, so it's a serious milestone and we are grateful that we are able to celebrate and see so many of my colleagues, and some of them we've worked together, others have moved into the film industry and different industries. I'm just full of gratitude.
This has been my home from the beginning. I don't know if I wanted to be an actor when I was 3. But when I was 13, I knew that I wanted to be an actor. And when I was about 19, 18, I was given the opportunity by this space to do me and to do my life.
The Market Theatre remains an active chapter in South Africa's liberation story. Audiences from all walks of life still gather here to witness powerful performances that trace the paths we have walked through as a nation.
The story of our country, the story of our country's freedom, and how we obtained our freedom is very much a part of why the world is interested in South Africa and why the world wants to come to South Africa. So it's very much a part of our tourism story. Cultural heritage is part of our tourism story. And here we have 2 milestones. We have a milestone of commemorating the June 16 protests, which were an integral part of our liberation, but also the Market Theatre, which has been with us through all of our protest theatre. They've been the brave ones that have carried us through the struggle.
As it looks to the future, the Market Theatre continues to be a beacon of hope a sacred space where people unite to share the raw beauty of lived experiences. It stands tall as a monument to the arts, heritage, and the soul of the nation.
I'm grateful and I'm full. My heart is like full. Happy birthday, Market Theatre. 50!
The Market Theatre, what an iconic place. Who knows, maybe our author's book might be there on stage or on TV, and she must call me to play Naledi, because honestly, you gotta love being South African. Don't forget to watch The Boys tomorrow night at Kere. On that note, we're taking a quick break, and when we return, Heartbreak has never sounded so good. Our music guest Refilwe takes to the Trendz stage and treats us to an exclusive live performance. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Skasputa. Music has a unique way of helping us navigate life's most difficult moments. You're still tuned into SABC News. Welcome back. Our next guest is doing exactly that through her latest single titled Done. The Johannesburg-born singer, songwriter, actress and model has built an impressive career both locally and internationally. Through music that she continues to share some of her most personal stories. Her latest release takes an unexpected approach to heartbreak, pairing upbeat Afropop and Amapiano-inspired sounds with a powerful message about embracing new beginnings. She's here to tell us all about her musical journey. The artist that is Refilwe. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad that you're here. Super excited to talk about your brand new single. First of all, you look so stunning.
Thank you so much.
So let's get straight into Done. I mean, what actually were those personal moments that really shaped the song?
You know, when I got into the studio, I knew I wanted to write about a breakup. But usually with breakups, they're sad and, you know, they're about loss. But the thought that came to my mind is, just because something hurts when it ends, it doesn't mean that walking away is the wrong decision. And that's what inspired me to write the song and have it be something where people feel confident.
They feel comfortable to just say, you know what, the situation's not serving me anymore, let me move forward. I love that you did that. And you also decided to explore a very different sound than your first release, Home. This time you went upbeat, you wanted people to dance. Why was that important to get people moving with this track?
I wanted to do that because the first song was they had pop, R&B and Marabi. Because it speaks about home, it's a personal experience. But this one, I wanted it to be upbeat and to be fun because I wanted to reassure people that even after heartbreak, you know, you can dance through the healing. So that's what I wanted people to get from it.
All right. It sounds like you're evolving as well as an artist and experimenting with different genres. Would you say that's true?
Yes. And I think that as a new artist, I want to explore. And to me, finding your musical identity, yes, it's the sound, but it's also the message that you put across. And the message I want is I want people to feel free. I want them to feel seen. So when they see me and they hear me, they're like, you know what, she gets it.
She gets it. And you got it, girl. I mean, you have done music, modeling, acting, even studied overseas. Have all of those experiences actually lent itself into the music that you write?
Absolutely. You know, my debut single is about my life, my life experience. And this one, it's about things I've been through, things that I've experienced. And all of those things, they actually come together, you know? There's the fashion, there's the performance aspect, the acting, it all actually comes together. It's all creativity. So I love it.
What is that sound? We love it too, but what is that sound that you hope that like people will remember for you for one day when you are a seasoned artist?
I want them to feel hopeful when they listen to me. I want them to feel seen. I want them to feel confident, reassured, and I wanted to touch them and remember and feel joyful.
I love that. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up, and I feel like that is the message that you're basically leaving with our youth, this youth man, to be joyful, hopeful, and go after their dreams, because you're doing exactly that, and we are so proud of you.
Thank you.
But I love the fact that you're not leaving us, because you're actually going to be spoiling us and serenading us with the song that we're talking about, yes?
Yes.
All right, she's going to get herself ready, Refilwe, inspiring us, and now we get to move with her. Yes, it's time to experience the music for yourself. As we leave you tonight from all of us here at Trendz Live, we appreciate you for choosing us this evening, and thank you to all of our guests tonight. My name is Candy, and until next time, you know what I say, stay sweet. Setting the stage on fire, here's Refilwe with Done. Enjoy and have a wonderful weekend. Mwah! Good night. Take it away, Mama.
What's up, SABC Trendz? So I wrote the song about a breakup, and maybe you're going through a breakup, or you know someone is going through a breakup, and maybe this one is for you. never get my heart back. This is goodbye, baby. You never thought I'd leave. Your residence in my mind is done. No, 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 no. Don't play with my heart, baby. You say you love me, yes, I know. So why do you keep hurting me? No, 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 no. Listen, I told them, Gangi gutando wazala ngami. Ang safuru guzwa nawe. Let me be free. I'm doing me. Lutando lupelile. Yebo ngiblogile. But I take it back, like the past you were gone, never back, moving on. Hey, don't play with my heart, baby. You say you love me, yes, I know. So why do you keep hurting me? No, 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 no. Don't play with my heart, baby. When I wrote this song, the thought came to my mind that just because something hurts when it ends, it doesn't mean that walking away was the wrong decision, you know? And so these are the lyrics that sort of went through my mind. You ready?